The solar industry is full of cowboys. They're lying to your face. Sign today or miss the deal. Get free solar in your area. Buy this battery for $2,000. I've been cleaning up this mess left by these guys for 16 years. I'm Peter from OzEnergi, and today I'm exposing the biggest lies solar salesmen tell you and exactly how to protect yourself before you sign anything. Let me start by saying something that might surprise you. There are generally good solar companies out there, companies that do the right thing, design systems properly and look after their customers. But there are also a lot of companies that are doing the complete opposite. And the problem is it's very hard for the average homeowner to tell the difference. I want to start with the most common one I see, and the one that makes me the angriest, the door knockers. These are the salespeople who knock on your front door, usually in the evening, and try to get you to sign a contract on the spot. They'll come in, sit down at your kitchen table and give you a price. Then they'll say, if you sign tonight, I can bring the office and get you $1,000 off. But this deal's only available right now. Yeah, right. Think about that for a second. If they can drop the price by $1,000 or $2,000 by just making a phone call, what does that tell you about the original price they gave you? It was inflated. They were trying to rip you off. The discount isn't a discount at all. It's them coming down from an artificially high price to something closer to what the system's actually worth. Every time I've been called out to see a customer after they've had a door knocker visit, the price they were quoted was at least 50% higher than what we'd charge for the same system, sometimes more. These companies have massive sales teams, massive commissions and massive overheads. All of that gets loaded onto your quote. Now, I'm not saying that every door knocker is going to rip you off, but in my experience, the vast majority of them are using high pressure tactics because they know that if you take the time to research and compare, you'll find a better deal. They need you to sign before you do the research. Here's what you should do. If someone knocks on your door and pressures you to sign the night, don't. In Queensland, you've got a cooling off period on most contracts. If you've already signed something, use it. Get out of it. Then take your time. Get 2 or 3 quotes from local companies who do their own installations and compare them properly. You'll almost certainly save thousands of dollars. You know, I've had it heaps of times, mate. Every time someone knocks on the door, they go, sign here. It's a deal now. I'll get you $2,000 off if you sign today. They're high pressure tactics and it's just all garbage, really. Like, honestly, you get some prices from local companies that do their own installs and you'll save thousands of dollars. They've also got, you know, they've always got their best, our panel's the best, our inverter that's a no-name garbage a lot of the times, it's best. But honestly, just get some local prices from local installers and you'll get a better deal with better equipment and a better installation. The next lie, this is a real common one on Facebook. Obviously, ad generation people are getting leads to sell to people. It is free solar in your area, get solar installed for $0. Your power will be $0 per month. I get family and friends ringing me up saying, hey Pete, there's free solar in your area now. What is it? Do you know anything about it? Can you help us out with it? Even without looking at the ad, I know exactly what they're doing. Technically, there's no such thing as free solar. What these companies are doing is giving you a system at an inflated price, then offering you finance with repayments that are supposedly less than what you're currently paying for electricity. They call it free because you're not paying anything up front, but you're absolutely paying for it. You're just paying for it over 10 years with interest. The problem is that a 10-year payback period on a solar is a terrible deal. A property design system at a fair price should pay for itself within 5 or 6 years. If you've been locked into 10 years of repayments, the system's been massively overpriced, or the finance terms are brutal, or both. I've seen quotes from these free solar companies where the customer is paying $30,000 for a system that should cost $15,000. The repayments are structured to look like they're less than the power bill savings, so it appears to be free. But over 10 years, that customer is paying double what the system is worth. That's not free, that's a very expensive mistake. When you see a free solar ad, just keep scrolling. Before I get into the next lie, I want to talk about how you avoid all of these traps in one simple step. Deal with a local company that actually employs its own electricians, does its own installations. At OzEnergi, we don't use high pressure sales tactics. We don't do sign tonight discounts. We don't run Facebook ads promising free solar. We come out to your property, look at your power bills, assess your roof and give you an honest quote for a system that actually solves you the problem. We've been doing this on the Sunshine Coast, Gold Coast and Fraser Coast for 16 years and we're still here because we do the right thing. If you want a straight answer and a quality installation, give us a call. The link in the description. But moving on to more lies that piss me off. This one's newer and it's really picked up since the Queensland government introduced a cheaper home battery rebate. You could get a letter in the mail addressed to the homeowner. It says something like this: you're eligible for a subsidised battery for just $2,000. Sometimes it's even less. It's only your area now is eligible, but all areas are eligible. This is misleading from the start, and when they're misleading you from the start, they're probably going to continue to mislead you right through the deal. These letters are designed to look official. They use government-sounding language and they create urgency by saying the rebate's running out. And some people, especially older homeowners who aren't used to this kind of marketing, sign up without doing any research. Here's the reality: a battery for $2,000 is either tiny, a no-name brand with no support, or both. The rebate does bring the price of a quality battery down significantly, but a properly sized battery with a reputable brand and a proper installation is still going to cost more than $2,000 after the rebate. If someone's offering it for that price, something's wrong. I've already dealt with a customer who signed up with one of these. One gentleman on the Sunshine Coast, there was an elderly bloke. He got a battery that was completely undersized for his property. It couldn't store enough power to make any meaningful difference to his bill. And worse, the installation didn't include backup wiring. My son went round to see this bloke and he rang me up and said, "Dad, can we help this bloke out?" We didn't even know the brand, but we did a little research. We helped him out. We had to charge. We did look after him, but he's paid twice. When he was getting his job done, it was a subcontractor down from Brisbane going up the sunny coast. He did offer him to pay extra to get the installation for backup and do the work that he thought was included. It wasn't included. But the subcontractor, they're under the pump. They're not getting paid much. They've got to do multiple installations in a day, so he wasn't able to help him. So this customer was left with a system that didn't do what he was expecting it to do. So if you get a letter in the mail offering a battery for a price that seems too good to be true, it is. Throw it in the bin. The final lie I want to cover is the fake urgency and the fake eligibility tactic. You see ads that say things like, "This week only, your suburb's been selected for the government solar program," or "Residents on the Sunshine Coast are now eligible for youth savings," or "Click on this link to see if you're eligible." These things are all fabricated. There's no suburb-specific eligibility for solar savings. Everyone in Australia can benefit from solar. The only reason you wouldn't be eligible for the cheaper Queensland home battery rebate is if you've already claimed it at your current address. That's the only restrictions. There's no deadline, no suburb selection, no limited spots. These ads are designed to make you panic. They want you to think you're going to miss out if you don't click their link and give them the details right now. It's a deliberate strategy to stop you from doing your own research and comparing their offers against other reputable local installers. Don't fall for it. So these are the lies you need to watch out for. The door knockers pressuring you to sign tonight, the Facebook ads promising free solar through inflated finance, the letters in the mail offering cheap batteries that are too small and badly installed, and the fake urgency about your suburb suddenly become eligible for a limited time program. The best defence against all of these is simple. Take your time, do your research, get quotes from local companies who actually employ their own installers, have been around for more than a few years, and have a real review from real customers in your area. If you want honest advice from a family business that's been cleaning up these messes for 16 years, reach out to us at OzEnergi. We won't pressure you, we won't lie to you, and we will build a system that actually performs. The link's in the description below.